Not quite sure of the YouTube etiquette when it comes to, this intro. Like, do you have to say, "Hi everybody on YouTube, this is Wingnut"? It just seems counterproductive to me. But then again, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Gotta get some air. It's warm outside. It is July in Virginia, and it is hot. I don't even know how hot it is. Not a clue. I just know it's hot. Damn hot. And muggy. Oh my goodness. And I'm about to sit at a traffic light and get even hotter and muggier. But that's alright. So I'm back from an underway. And the latest one, going out and doing Navy things. And then coming back in. So, that's what's going on with that. Damn, dude, get it. Shit, he was in a hurry. Apparently that kayak was a little bit too wet. Or too dry. He's trying to make it otherwise. No, it's kind of warm out. So I guess what I can talk about today is downtime underway. That's a good one. That's one that I'm well aware of nowadays. So when you're underway, especially on long underways or deployment where there's a very set routine, you end up with downtime. And there's 100 things you can do for downtime. My biggest suggestion is to find a hobby. So each deployment I've made, I've tried to teach myself something new. This past deployment, I started really getting heavy into paracord, which is, not a new thing out there. It's been making everything from bracelets and paracord whips to netting. You just name it. Keychains like this one here, tons of stuff like that. Get back whips, fancy work for around the ship. I've got a little picture that I've got to figure out how to load it of one that I did for the Chief's mess on board. But for the most part, just doing lots of stuff like that. And that's a great hobby to have. A lot of reading. People, they have tournaments underway for like spades, for poker, for everything else. So there's plenty of stuff that you can go and do. MWR on board, which is morale, welfare, and recreation. They do a lot of stuff. So they'll have tournaments for everything under the sun. Like there'll be Xbox tournaments, there'll be Madden tournaments, there'll be tournaments for all sorts of card games. They'll even do like karaoke, and we did a singing contest. We did TR Idol when I was on the Theodore Roosevelt. So there's plenty of stuff that you can find to do. Some folks like to work out, and that's what they do for recreation, and that's not a bad thing either, because in the military you have to stay physically fit, but you also got to be paying attention, to just getting some downtime. When you're underway, it's good to find downtime stuff to do, a hobby, something you enjoy. Like I did photography for years. I still do it, but it's just something for me to decompress from the day, because you don't leave work. You're quite literally there day in, day out. So you're gonna have to find a way to decompress, and finding a hobby, you're gonna end up doing something. As long as it's not self-destructive and you're enjoying yourself, man, that's what you want to find. All right, but if your hobby becomes a stressor, it's time to find a new one. And that's just my take on it. So when you get downtime on a ship, you know, or when you're deployed, use it. Don't just sit on your ass and watch TV. But then again, I'm the kind of person that I can do that a little bit, but then I gotta get moving. You may be a person that you want to catch up on your shows you're missing. That's cool, and do what you do. But find something to decompress with. That's the best bit of advice I can give anybody for your underway time. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, on a ship underway, work happens 24 hours a day. 24 hours a day. It never stops. There's always something broke. And if you're, you know, a junior sailor, you're gonna think that you work 24 hours a day. I promise you, because it's busy. You know, and if you're also, you know, you got to get quals and everything else done on top of your day-to-day work, and then there's watch. So any little bit of downtime you have, you either sleep or, you know, you're doing something with your friends. Really got off subject with that. All right, so just to wrap it up, you know, if you're in the military, or even if you're not in the military, find something productive with your off time. You know, downtime can be a beautiful thing. But definitely when you're on a service, and especially on a ship, you cannot get away from those, from your work peers. You're there all the time. You're always there. They're always there. So you need to find yourself a hobby that you can just enjoy. You find relaxes you and takes some of the stress away. That's my suggestion. Take it or leave it. And just to let everybody know, you notice something's not in my garage, right? Be the Magna. Sold the Magna yesterday to a fellow here in town who is really all about the bike and what it is, and he seems like he's going to really enjoy it. So I wish him the best with it. If you like what I got to say, you've been listening, subscribe, you know, give me a like, give me a dislike. I don't care. It's on you. Have a great one.